Welcome back to all of you watching us here in the United States, Canada, and around the world. I'm Kim Brunhuber. This is CNN Newsroom. Voters will go to the polls across America in November, but some states hold more importance right now than others, and Pennsylvania could well be the most essential of them all. Kamala Harris was there on Friday and said she feels good about how she's doing with voters there. Donald Trump has spent plenty of time in Pennsylvania as well and will certainly be there again before the election. Now, this week's presidential debate was, of course, held in Philadelphia, the state's largest city. And just look at these numbers. The race in Pennsylvania couldn't be tighter. Our Harry Enton told Anderson Cooper how the numbers have changed since the last presidential election.
Republicans have done an extremely good job of registering voters. You know, if you go back 4 years ago and you look at the party registration in the state, Democrats had about a 600,000 voter advantage. Look at where we are now in September of 2024. Republicans have closed that gap significantly. That lead that Democrats have, it's still an advantage, but it's down to only 200,000 voters, 3.5 million to 3.3 million. Republicans have closed that gap by 400,000 voters. So the bottom line is the electorate that Joe Biden won with 4 years ago is not the same electorate that Kamala Harris is going to have to win with in November if she wants to win in Pennsylvania. It's a significantly more Republican electorate, Anderson.
And what about the electoral map? Let's take a look at that in terms of the importance of Pennsylvania.
It's Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. I feel like Tim Russert, but in 2024, talking about the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Because the bottom line is this. If you take the betting favorites in all the states and you give Kamala Harris Pennsylvania, she gets to exactly 270 electoral votes. But, Anderson, if you take away those 19 electoral votes and you give them to Donald Trump, guess who wins the election? It's Donald Trump with 281 electoral votes. The bottom line is Kamala Harris was in Pennsylvania today. She'll be going back over and over and over again, and she'll be joined by Donald Trump because the bottom line is whoever wins Pennsylvania is most likely going to win the presidency.